Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I decided to take a week off from my traveling to get caught up on some things, getting some work done on my motorhome, and get caught up on watching some television from my satellite antenna. I don't watch it a lot when I'm boondocking because of the power it takes on the big TV screen. So when I'm at a place where I got hookups, then I really get caught up on the things that I've recorded. And I want to tell you about this campground, which is a very nice campground with some very lovely scenery. And the cost is very, very reasonable. It's $26 a day with hookups. And if you have one of these national park passes, it's $13 a day. You get it at half price, and that is the lowest price I found anywhere for a campground with hookups, at least on a daily basis. It's about 30 miles north of San Antonio and about 18 miles northwest of New Braunfels. And New Braunfels has become pretty much just a suburb of San Antonio with all the growth it's had on the north side. So come along with me into the park and I will show you around. The campground has a total of 64 camping spaces. 30 of them are for RVs and the rest are for tents only. And by the way, the nightly fee for tent spaces is $20 instead of $26. So there's mine there. Now, during popular times, you might find it difficult to get a reservation, but now you can see that there are a lot of spaces here that are not being used at all. The electrical connections are 50, 30, and 20, and there's a water faucet. And it's really nice here that they have me on paved sites. All of these sites here are paved, and they're pretty large sites. If I was in an RV park in town, there would be another space right here where you see all that grass. I have a picnic table and a barbecue pit and a fireplace. And you may notice that I have pulled in the way you don't normally do. I pulled in forward instead of backing in. And that's where having an extension cord comes in handy. This is my 50 amp extension cord. My motorhome came with a 25-foot cord, which would end right about here. But since I have an extra 25-foot cord, I can run the cord underneath my motorhome over to the other side and have plenty cord space. And there's a good reason why I pulled in the wrong way here, you might say. When I first pulled into this space, I backed in and looked out my windshield, and I saw that my view was going to be of these other campers. And then I looked around to the other side of me and I found that the view on this side was of the lake. And I would much rather look out my windshield at the lake than the other campers. So sometimes I do this when I've got a good view on one side and not the other. Instead of backing in, I'll pull in straight. On the other side there's a bit of a hill where there are some homes there, nice looking homes. So it's got a nice view. And I climbed up the ladder here in my motorhome to get a better view of the lake. The noise you hear is my air conditioner running. Looks like somebody's pets have gotten loose in the campground. The lake goes all the way around to the right there, and then there is a boat dock over here. So I'm going to go over there now and show you what that area looks like. This is the parking lot for the boat dock. And by the way, you can come in for the day if you're not camping. If you just want to picnic and launch your boat. There's a good reason why there's nobody in the parking lot. It's a good sign to have. Caution, lake water level varies. In case there's somebody here in the world that doesn't know that, watch for obstructions, and that's for sure. This is the boat ramp. And look at all this debris. They have had some flooding problems here recently, which has brought all this debris up onto the boat dock, and they haven't gotten around to cleaning it up yet. There is also this little pier that goes out into the lake to this platform there. This whole area is closed until they get it cleaned up, but when it's open, you can go out there and do a little fishing out on that platform if you don't have a boat. And I think this is an interesting sign. It says road ends in lake. Yeah, 5 miles per hour. So if you're going to drive your vehicle into the lake, you want to drive very slowly into the lake, apparently. Here's another, what I think is kind of a funny sign. It says, stop zebra mussels. Clean, drain, and dry your boat. It's the law. I guess zebra mussels are a type of mussel, but it sounds funny. Stop zebra mussels. I was here once before earlier this year when everything was clean and looked nice, and there were boats pulling in and out of the water here. And right over here are the tent camping spaces right above there, and there's a big restroom building for the tent campers. So now I'm going to go and show you a couple more things. These are the tent camping and picnic area spaces that are really close to the lake. And right here they have another fishing dock right down this walkway, conveniently for the tent campers and picnickers. I came out here on the dock to give you a good overall view of the lake, which won't be long before it's sunsetting time here. By the way, they also have 2 dump stations here and a faucet to rinse out your tank and things with. And they have pretty good security. They have this station where you have to check in with, and then usually this gate is down, and then they have the spikes here so people can't sneak in the other side. Now I'm going to end this video by showing you what the view looks like from inside my motorhome. I spend pretty much all of my sitting time at my dinette table here, where I do my computer work. And this is the window outside right next to me here, and I can see the lake there. And in this next window I can see the lake there. And then out these 2 windows I have a nice view of the lake. Plus outside my windshield as well. And got another window here right next to my television. And if that picnic table canopy wasn't there, I would have an even better view of the lake, but I can see it some there. And then when I'm sitting right up front here, I have a really nice view out my windshield here at the Cranes Mill COE Park at Canyon Lake. And by the way, this COE Park at Canyon Lake is the southernmost COE park in Texas. This is out my door, and you can see the lake over there as well. It's been raining, so you can see all the water. Yeah, and this is just a little ways north of San Antonio, and unfortunately in South Texas there are no COE parks. Seems like there would be a lot of need for them, but there are no COE parks south of here. And the COE campgrounds are really my favorite. And by the way, just 4 miles from here is a small town called Starksville that has a supermarket and a CVS pharmacy store and several restaurants. So if you do want to go out to eat or pick up some groceries, then that is convenient. So I really recommend this campground if you're going to be in the area of San Antonio. Good day, folks.